What's going on, y'all? Back here with a Catch Up Extra, and Drake is fighting for his life and career. Literally. Man, do I still have that sound on my Playboy? I don't think I do, but Editing J will surely put it in.
I'm fighting for my life.
That's right. Drake is fighting for his life. All right, today, real quick, I am going to go over, of course, the news. Drake, somebody ran down to his house. Matter of fact, man, that intro I played on the 616 reaction, I need to play it again. It applies very much right here.
You up here showing out for your white classmates? Yeah, you laughing with them now, but they gonna be the only ones laughing when you dead or in jail.
What are you trying to show?
I hear it.
What's your problem?
Now get to class.
Don't worry. I'm gonna get you out of there.
All right, man. Drake about to F around and find out. Okay, who do I think it was that ran down to his home in Canada? We shall see. I'm gonna talk about that. Also, the UMG asked Kendrick to apologize. What I think about that, is that true? I'm hearing it's not, but I want to, conspiracy theory. Let's conspiracy talk, right? I want to run it back on the Heart Part 6. My video I did was that Monday, talking about that. A couple things I want to go clean up, and then I want to give my rundown of the beef. I already said Kendrick won by a landslide, but we're going to compare each track and just kind of do a quick comparison. I believe the beef is over. It's over. What else? That last track Drake put out was, he literally said, "I'm gonna see you later. Bye-bye. I'm up out of here. I don't want to do this beef anymore. I want to battle against a woman beater. Still got to prove that, just like Kendrick has to prove that Drake has that daughter. Both of them, it's both sides. Will Drake sue? I heard that. That makes no sense either. I heard he possibly wanted to sue, but it wouldn't make sense for him to do that. Couldn't Kendrick just turn around and counter sue? Hey, you said I beat my wife. Where's the proof? I think there's more. There's kind of where there's smoke, there's fire. It's kind of that on both sides, but I think it's more on Drake's side. We actually see things that kind of infer the video going around with him kissing the 17-year-old kid at that show, that, and among other things that have come out. All we got on Kendrick is he lives in New York. He's not living with Whitney. Nobody's saying anything. I wish Kendrick would address this, but I don't think he is. He's a very private person, so I gotta respect that, and you gotta respect that nobody in his camp and close to him is saying nothing at all. Whitney's saying nothing. Dave Free is saying nothing. The questions I had about that, y'all go check that out in the other video, because there were some things I need cleared up. I need a timeline on that situation if it is true, but that's the last video where I talked about the Heart Part 6, that review. So yeah, on both sides, it's pretty much a stalemate, so suing, I don't think that's going to happen, and then that's going to worsen his street cred than it already is on Drake's side anyway. So yeah, suing, that's out of the question. I don't think that's gonna happen at all. But yeah, this beef seems to be over. Drake is, doing cleanup, damage control. It seems Kendrick really has no purpose to drop another track. I'm pretty sure he has more tracks, but why? I love to listen to him, don't get me wrong, but why? Look, I believe Kendrick is going in album mode. And I'm gonna be in album mode with him. I'm in album mode as well. We want to hear that album, right? J. Cole, I think it is possibly safe for you to come out now and drop that fall off. I still haven't forgot about you. We want to hear that follow. But J. Cole was right, y'all. J. Cole was right to dismiss himself from this battle. It's being reported that Schoolboy Q stepped in and told him, hey, brother, you might want to step away. And he obliged, if that is true. Schoolboy Q still got the album of the year so far until Kendrick comes out. The new king of TDE, by the way. What else? So, yeah. So, anything else? J. Cole. I want to talk on him just a little bit more. Just looking at it now, kind of made fun of him. He didn't feel right in his spirit. He didn't want to see bloodshed. And I'm technically there is bloodshed now, even though Drake nor Kendrick have been hit or anything like that. The security guard got hit, so there was some bloodshed. So I guess, yeah, he was right. But still, we don't know. I guess this is where I get into the Drake home got shot at. The security guard got shot. I think he's still in care or whatever. There really haven't been an update, nothing like that. Drake and his team are cooperating, whatever you want to interpret that as. So we got that going on, and then the theories, who done it. Of course, the Canadian media is like, basically they were suggesting that Kendrick may have done it. The way they report, I'm like, ooh, that is nasty. That's nasty. I don't like that. Kendrick had nothing to do with that. He already said, look, I'm raising my son. I ain't got time to dig up dirt on y'all. Did they think this man for to send some hitters out from LA to Canada? You know, crossing the border. Oh, we just sightseeing. Bang bang, right? Gotta pop out and show niggas. So no, Kendrick didn't do it. Then you have the second theory going out there. Of course, Weeknd's people. I think his manager or something like that. His home got hit up. I think he got hit up as well. So more bloodshed. So if you think about it, I mean, it's kind of related. I believe that more than Kendrick sent some hitters out there, you know, because you know all them Canadian boys or whatever. So somebody from Canada did this. I don't think somebody from across the country came into Canada and shot up Drake's house. It's possible, but just seems like a lot of trouble. And plus we don't know what else Drake has going on. We don't know. This man got 10,000 beefs he's involved with right now. 20v1, right? It could have been a Ross, right? And then there's the third theory that this is staged. It'd be a easy out for you, Drake. It'd be an easy out. It would be. That would take everybody off of that Heart Part 6 and how he sounded defeated and whatnot. It would take everybody's mind off of that. Put you back in victim mode. You know, it's plausible. It's plausible and smart. But yeah, at the end of the day, we don't know anything yet. No, something may come out more about this. So that's what we have so far with the Drake, his house being shot at. But yeah, technically it has spilled into the street. We just don't know if this is a direct, cause and effect of, the beef or whatnot. So anything else on the Drake home front? That's pretty much it for now. I'm trying to make this quick. This is an extra, not a full episode. All right. Did UMG talk to Kendrick? Did they say, hey, you need to apologize? Even if it was true, Kendrick is not apologizing, but I kind of halfway want to believe this. Once again, Damage Control, that's the UMG, Drake, that's the golden goose right now. They invested 400 million, his deal that he has with them. The secret 360 deal. It's a 360 deal. It's a 360. But they paid him a lot. But yeah, that's the one thing I would say between Drake and Kendrick. Kendrick, PG Lane, he's independent now. He does his publishing through UMG. But I don't know if it's 100% or what the split is on that, but I know that. Then of course the distributing is with Sony. But at the end of the day, he can make music when he wants and do whatever he wants. Drake is rumored, I don't know if this is hard fact, that he has to do 2 albums a year. Do with that what you will. But they own the merchandising, the recordings, visual media, things of that nature. So yeah, you tell me who's free, buddy. But yeah, other than that, do I believe that this actually happened? They got Weeknd and Kendrick in a Zoom call, and Drake right now I've seen articles that are debunking this. So for right now, this did not happen, but part of me wants to believe that it did. But it sounds like it could happen. They have to do damage. They got to stop the bleeding. They have to stop the bleeding. Kendrick is sea walking all over this Negro. They not like us. They not like us. I played that a couple times today. I have not been back to Heart Part 6. I listened to it one time. No, 2 times, just so I could do my review on it. I'll give them that. Anything else? Let's run it back on the Heart Part 6. There's some things I wanted to clean up. Not too much. I said that Drake had him on that line where he said basically Kendrick was supporting R. Kelly or something like that by saying he wasn't going to release music unless if they took it down or something, if they took R. Kelly's music down. But I am seeing that was possibly a directive from the label and not Kendrick himself. So I can't really prove, I don't have any proof that Kendrick came out and said, if y'all do this, I'm not releasing my music. That doesn't really sound like Kendrick, to be honest, too. So yeah, bad journalism on that. But I know when that article came out a couple years ago, I remember seeing that. I just wanted to clear that up. This Whitney and Dave Free situation, I don't think Kendrick will address that. I honestly don't believe he will. Nor does he really have to. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the mistake that Drake made, that this was a whole defense. He had to go on defense and he had to acknowledge it. And then whether we baited you with false information is true or not, why would you put information out there that would just make it even worse? Now this is a talking point. Oh, I'm going to put information that I have a daughter out there, where some people are going to believe it and some people are not anyway. So you got that mounting on you, and then you're addressing the pushing PED. I said I was going to get that joke off today. Pushing PED. You acknowledge that, so now that's a problem. And it's kind of somewhat tainted this beef. It's been a good rap battle, but at the same time, it's been like some type of soap opera or WWE or something like that. Kendrick did mention Sweet Chin music. I think I saw Shawn Michaels mention them. He said he wanted to get them in a WWE ring. So I guess he heard the line. Other than that, That's about it. I just wanted to clear those two things up, and I did have a conspiracy. So Drake possibly uh sent out false information to bait Kendrick, right? What if, what if Kendrick, what if Kendrick, Whitney, and Dave Free are all in on that situation as well? Why don't you unfollow him? Even though people are saying they never follow each other in the first place, let's just work with it. Why don't you unfollow him and then they'll get Drake to say something? I don't know. It could work both ways. I was just thinking about that, and I put it in the community section as well. Most of you believe that that could be a setup. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that conspiracy. But other than that, let's run down the beef here, the matchups. I am not including like that kind of set everything off, but it was just a verse. So I'm talking about full songs here. So round one, I got Push-Ups versus Euphoria. I gotta go with Euphoria, man. Euphoria was just more creative. The beat switches were there, of course. The build up of the song, how it worked in stages, how him just going from very melancholy, calm to just super aggressive, which is one of my critiques that I have of the battle. Is that I feel like Kendrick was just more aggressive and he had more character in his song, while Drake, for the most part, just felt kind of monotone, switching it up here and there, you know. But yeah, he got a couple jabs in on Kendrick. He did. I'm not gonna lie. My favorite one, of course, Family Matters. That drop. So I got Euphoria over Push-Ups. Then I really don't want to include Taylor Made because it was taken down, but it exists. Taylor Made versus 616 in LA. Honestly, I'm probably not gonna go to 616 in LA that much. If we're talking about just battle wise, if this was like, if I'm listening on an album, this would be a good song. But for the battle, the song started out, you got the soulful sample, killing them with the soul samples. Then he rapped some existential type stuff in the beginning, but I really didn't get into it until he said act. Once I heard act, I was like, okay, it's all, but it was like in the latter half of the song. Taylor Made was creative, even though it was AI, it was creative. Kendrick, we need you. Oh, let's go save you. So I'll give Taylor Made. I'll give you one, Drake. I'll give you a one. But I said this is by a landslide, so the next two, what I'm gonna say. Family Matters, Beat the Grams. Family Matters was dope. The first verse, drop, fire. Second one, because I felt like Drake should have just focused on Kendrick. He's shooting at everybody else. So I was just kind of tuned out a little bit. So that second verse was, man, okay. Picked back up in the third. But for the most part, once I haven't come back to Family Matters. Meet the Grams, although the production on Family Matters was probably better than Meet the Grams. It just depends. But from a whole overview perspective, in the big picture, Meet the Grams, he came right back with venomous, dark energy, that Alchemist beat. That was fire. Very dark beat. It was like, nigga, somebody about to get murdered or something. Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Nerve you, Dennis. Or is that on the other? I think that was song. Yeah. I like that line. The nerve of you, Dennis. And then but yeah, and then towards the end of the song, you lied about your surgery. You lied. Love that part. So even though Family Matters is a little more bouncy, you know what I'm saying? It's more of a vibe from a creative aspect and just timing. Kendrick came back and just get that out of here. You you thought you was finna celebrate. So I gotta give it to Meet the Grams. Heart Part 6 versus Not Like Us. Easy. They not like They not like And then taking the inspiration from the I want to say he kind of had a YG flow. That was definitely corrupt towards the end when he started changing his voice, getting more aggressive. I'm gonna set it up the park, nigga. So that was fire. And then of course this man he's created an anthem. Not Like Us is an anthem. So we got that going on. The West Coast is going wild with that song right now. It's a TikTok song pretty much that's going on. So he pulled a Drake on Drake. I don't see any of these songs Drake came out with that's just being like heavy play like in a club or something like that. So definitely Not Like Us. Mustard on a beat. So yeah, and it felt celebratory. That's why I don't think Kendrick really needs to drop anything else. It felt like a victory lap. Shout out Nipsey Hussle, right? All right, I think that is it. I have gone long enough, guys. You give me your thoughts on the topics I presented you today. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. We got to get these likes up, y'all. Hit the like button. Please hit that damn like button. All right. I keep forgetting to say it. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to see y'all next time, whenever that is. I don't know what else is gonna happen. Hopefully, we get some from Kendrick, man. That's what I'm waiting. We waiting for the album, man. We waiting for that. I don't know what to expect. This is PG Lane Kendrick, not TDE Kendrick. I want to see what he does without, all the red tape. So we shall see. Other than that, I went too long, man. Let's get up out of here. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.